You know, sometimes I think, should I take vitamins or shouldn't I take vitamins? And right now, I'm not. The only one I take vitamin D. I even wonder about that. What I'm hearing is they're taking the lanolin, scraping it off the sheep wool, and then they ultraviolet light it to make it into vitamin D or something. And somehow that just doesn't sound right. The only thing is, there's not a whole lot of foods that have vitamin D in it, and it is important to get your vitamin D. Really is. I like to be up there about between 70 and 80, whatever units they measure in your blood. A lot of doctors say 30 is okay, but that's really too low. So there I am. If you know some ways to get your vitamin D without taking pills, let me know. What do you do? Okay, then I was reading in the, I called it Francis Schaeffer, but his name is Raymond Francis. In his book, when he was in his 40s, they gave him an antibiotic that almost destroyed his liver. Well, it really shut it down, and they thought he was going to die, but all of a sudden he decided to take more control of his health, and he did some things, and he turned around, and at 80 he is just going strong. But so I read that and I thought, well, maybe I should take vitamins. So then I started reading about it, and we are the nation that uses the most vitamins in the world, and we are one of the sickest people in the world. So that doesn't say much for vitamins, plus the fact that I read when people really started taking vitamins seriously and all these supplements, the food industry said, oh, we don't have to worry now how we make our food, because they're just going to get it in synthetic vitamins. And so as they made their cereals and their different processed foods, they just chucked in a few vitamins, synthetic vitamins, and let it go at that. So somehow it doesn't all set right with me, but I know he talked about how important zinc was, your vitamin C, and some other ones. Well, when I eat my fermented cabbage and vegetables, I really know I'm upping my vitamin C, plus the fact I do limes, lemons, and oranges, the citrus fruits, and I do peppers. Peppers are up there in vitamin C, even sometimes higher than your orange. But anyway, what I want to do today, and what I'm doing, I want to get my minerals, my zinc and my different minerals that they say is so lacking in food. And you know, that's why herbs are really good and important, because the way they grow, they're more mineral nutrient dense than what we grow in our garden and in the soil that we use over and over again. So nettles and alfalfa is what I want to talk about today, and what I'm going to use. And I'm going to make an infusion, which means I'm going to put about an ounce of herbs in my quart jar. I'm going to make a strong tea, and I'm going to let it set for 4 hours instead of steeping your 10-15 minutes for a cup of tea. I'm doing it at least 4 hours or overnight. And water is one of the best ways to extract minerals out of things, and the nutrients, the vitamins and whatnot. And so I thought I would tell you what you can expect to get out of your nettles, or wow. what minerals? Calcium, very high. They don't tell you the percentage. They're going to just say high and very high. Calcium, very high. Chromium, high. Cobalt, very high. Magnesium, high. Manganese, high. Phosphorus, high. Potassium, high. Protein, high. Riboflavin, wow, I messed up that one. High. Selenium, high. Thiamine, high. Vitamin A, vitamin C, all high. And zinc is very high. And that's what I'm really looking for. So I'm going to put in there, and I want to get those others. Those others are extremely important, but I'm looking for zinc. So I'm going to put in that, and like I say, I want about an ounce, and this stuff weighs super light, so okay. Actually, I don't want an ounce because I'm going to mix it with alfalfa. And you know, alfalfa is for your cows and sheep and goats and whatnot. But remember that alfalfa has those long roots that bring up so many minerals out of the earth. And alfalfa was called the father of all foods. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about the alfalfa. And it doesn't talk about zinc in this one, but it does talk about it's very good in calcium, chromium, magnesium, phosphorus, and potassium. It's high in C, A, and niacin, cobalt, and some others. So I'm going to put that in there. And there was one other thing I was going to get out to add to it. Here, I'm going to add some more of that. Okay, a little more. Okay, I was going to get out some peppermint, but I didn't get that out. And the reason I was going to get that out because it's just going to help with the taste. And how does dried alfalfa taste? Not like what? Not like, it doesn't taste good. Let's face it. And I'm getting used to Nettles. When I first started drinking Nettles, oh, it was hard for me. But I kept thinking how good it was. And now I really like it. And Nettles, you could actually use it like spinach or any of those green type vegetables. Even though it's dehydrated, you could dump it in soup and things like that and use it like your spinach or your greens. So anyway, that's what I'm doing to get my zinc and my minerals, and instead of taking the pills. Okay, another thing that I heard, I don't know if this is true, but when I was looking into the vitamins, what I read, that there's no place in the United States that they make the ingredients for the vitamins. They have all sorts of vitamin companies in the U.S., but the stuff that they put into the vitamins comes from China or some other country. They don't come from this country. They're and we're at their mercy sometimes. What are they really putting in those pills? And it's not always what it says it is. But when we put it in this jar ourselves and add the hot water to it, we know what we put in here and what we're getting. So I'm going to go this way. We'll see how it works. And let me know what you think. And we'll visit with you later. And I'm going to be drinking that. Bye now.